Hello, my name is Noemi Frias, and this is my persuasive speech. My topic is it an invasion of privacy for parents to post photographs of their children on social media? In the room, how many people know the amount of saves that a TikTok with a kid gets in it? TikTok has become the major social media platform where people can go viral and become famous. Although TikTok is a platform that can be entertaining or helpful, it can also be very dangerous to some people. An Australian article wrote how almost 7% of posts on TikTok are used for mainly child abuse purposes. Children are very vulnerable and do not know the meaning of consent. In the year 2025, the influx of mommy bloggers has become major. The risk of posting your children's face on the internet have become more and more dangerous. As a chronic TikTok watcher, I have noticed how videos of children have a suspicious number of saves. Children being vulnerable and not knowing what consent is makes this saddening. The influx of mommy bloggers has become more suspicious and dangerous. While using TikTok as a platform has made people a lot of money, they should keep their kids out of it. While something may be funny or entertaining to a mother, it could have been embarrassing for the child in the video. There is a mom on TikTok who purposely makes videos to embarrass her daughter. This is a prime example of child exploitation because she knows what she's doing will make the video go viral and make her a lot of money. Children should not be the main entertainment of your content if you are a famous YouTuber, TikToker, or Instagram creator. First, I will talk about the dangerous effects that children face being in the spotlight. Second, I will talk about how a child cannot consent to be on social media. And third, I will talk about the potential risks of children being on social media. Children will do whatever their parents tell them. This is why posting your kids can be very dangerous and something you have to rethink as a parent. There are many digital footprint and identity thieves regarding children. Digital footprint. This article explained how as soon as people come on screen, our digital footprint starts. According to this article, 32.8% of parents share their children knowing this information. They believe that what they are doing is good because they are proud of their children, which is not okay or correct. This article gives good examples of what you should do before starting your kid's digital footprint. An example could be you rethinking if you want your family to see this. Is it disclosing your surrounding location? Are you at risk? There are important questions you must know before starting something you do not know about. The risk of identity theft. This article explains how child identity is a human right and should not be used unlawfully. As a human, everyone deserves privacy. As much as the parent behind the screen wants their privacy, so does the child. Cleveland Clinic did a research and discovered that life online can be risky for identity theft. This is dangerous considering that AI is taking over and making the problem much bigger. As children are like sponges, they retain information that you give to them. Children do what they are told, therefore they actually do not know what consent means. They are not fully aware of what consent is and what it means. Research showed that kids do not read terms and conditions about social media apps. They lie about their age. They show that based on this information, data companies get research faster and more accurate. This article talks about how children are not as naive as they are online, as their online persona, but also how they are. It talks about how they do not understand the risk of tracking and how the risks are getting riskier. Why is it important they know about consent? This article mentions how children should learn about digital footprint and consent and what no means no if they feel embarrassed or uncomfortable. It is helpful because they also understand cyber harassment and online hate. The Journal of the American Academy discussed how young adolescents' brain development is a big part of their decision-making skills when consenting. When making consents, of something they don't know about. Now let's talk about how parents should know the potential threats that children go through being online. To get us started, let's talk about how parents think versus how they should think. How parents think about posting online. PubMed shows how parents feel validated and impressed and want to impress other parents. They need to feel social media validation, and this is why they post embarrassing videos of them. Based on a sample of 190 mothers with young children, this mixed method study explored when and why mothers share photos of their children on social media. The author found that risk awareness reduced frequency for sharing, but many still posted quote-unquote sensitive content. How parents should think. Parents need to think about children and their mental feelings that they go through while quote-unquote sharing. Because children typically do not have the ability to meaningfully consent to this kind of sharing, the practices raises serious ethical and privacy concerns. These children may not understand or agree to their images being exposed. Conclusion. First, I talked about the dangerous effects that children face while being in the spotlight. Second, I talked about how children cannot consent to be on social media. And third, I talked about the potential risks of being a child on social media. In the year 2025, the influx of quote-unquote mommy bloggers has been major. The risk of posting your child's face on the internet has become more dangerous. To conclude this speech, it is important to make sure kids and adults know how dangerous posting your child can be. There are many risks and dangers with the new mommy bloggers, and they should stay informed. Thank you.